Spider-Man. Swing from buildings. Shoot webs. Bring down the bad guys. And for the first time ever, you have all his cool spider powers.
Jim, the garbage isn't going to take itself out.
You don't just play it, you live it.
Jim?
Spider-Man the game. Rated E for everyone.
From the creators of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
PlayStation.
Spider-Man has always been a character I adored. When I was little, the only thing I got to experience with Spider-Man was the Spider-Man Ultimate cartoon and the first Sam Raimi movie. Despite that, it was always a character that spoke to me. A nerdy teenager who at school is considered a loser, but in his free time is a hero who never gives up and always tries to help. It's something that definitely inspired me when I was younger and shaped me into who I am today. I never really played any Spider-Man games. I know that there are many bad ones and that there are also a few good ones. Nowadays, everyone talks about the Insomniac series and they might mention the Sam Raimi adaptations, if they feel like it.
I have to be careful, that pizza will get ruined if I flip too much. Careful, Spidey. Remember, pizza doesn't like being flipped. It's gonna be a miracle if those pizzas are even recognizable anymore.
But before those, there was one game which shaped them and became a blueprint for superhero games as a whole. The year 2000. End of a century. The year in which a new console generation began. And the year never saw Spider-Man released. It was a crazy year. Not to mention the amount of great video games released. There isn't really any story about how this game got made, at least not one we have knowledge about. The game was developed by Neversoft, which are known for and anyway, let's start the game before I start going on another hour of talking about some dumb stuff my brain cooked up. Well, if we ignore the fact that my controller is a broken piece of garbage, this game's presentation so far is really nice. I really like those models that appear when you select an option, and there also seems to be lots of extras, which I will talk about later.
I come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog fucking quilly dick out and he pissed on my fucking wife and he said his dick was this big. And I said that's disgusting. So I'm making a call-out post on my Twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got a small dick. It's the size of this
Keep shooting,
walnut.
Eddie. When J. Jonah Jameson sees these photos, my career is gonna be right back on track.
Where are they fall? Spider-Man?
Last time I checked, I was Spider-Man.
He's stealing Octavius's device! Oh no! He sees me!
My camera! No!
I tried to fight it. Can't fight it anymore!
You know, it really must suck to have a secret identity as a superhero. I mean, how many times it has happened by now that there was someone impersonating Spider-Man by now? Like 5 at least, I think. I'm kind of surprised they never did this kind of plot point with Batman. Oh wait, they actually did. Damn, I really gotta catch up with stuff, man. I really don't fucking... Why does Batman get so much shit, man? Like, he gets like fucking 5 cartoons and 2 movies every year. Jesus. Anyway. As you can see, we have to find who the hell is that imposter and bring them to justice. I really like the atmosphere so far. The game is divided into 6 chapters, with each one having a special comic cover made just for this game. Every chapter also begins with a narration by the legend himself, Stan Lee.
Welcome, true believers and newcomers alike. Spider-Man co-creator Stan Lee here. Once again, we find our hero Peter Parker, better known around the world as the Amazing Spider-Man, in a heap of trouble. But this is just the beginning, Spidey fans. So get ready for a true superhero action thriller, packed to the brim with thrills and chills, twists and turns, more supervillains than you can shake a web at, and of course, non-stop web-slinging, wall-crawling action.
Which is like totally fucking awesome. Fun fact, this is the first time Stan Lee used his voice for a video game appearance. I like Stan Lee. I think he was a pretty cool dude, and he's definitely someone that changed my life a bit for the better, thanks to his creations. It's really sad that in the last 2 years of his life he was abused by pretty much everyone around him. I mean, Jesus, the guy's wife died a few months ago and he tried to isolate him and rip him off, and force him to have a case in court. Also, the fact that they made him into an AI hologram is fucking scummy and incredibly depressive. Why do people do this? Why can't we all just be nice to each other and not selfish? What, is it so hard not to be the fucking Satan? Anyway, back to the game. I'm playing the PS1 version because it's the most well known. There is also a Dreamcast, N64, Game Boy Color and a PC port made of it. The Game Boy Color version is a completely different game made by Vicarious Visions, which I won't be talking about because I'm not interested in it at the moment. The N64 port is quite bad. The pre-rendered cutscenes have been replaced with slideshows, and also some of the songs sound not like they are supposed to. Plus, the models and textures are lower quality due to the console's limitations. The PC and Dreamcast ports look better than the PS1 version, but I feel like they lose the charm that was in those cutscenes. Just something about those low poly models makes it look really cute, I think. Overall, I think the PS1 version is the best one, but I also think the Dreamcast version is worth checking out if you can decide on one. As Spider-Man, you can punch with square, kick with the circle button, web swing by holding R2, which has a small limited range and doesn't want to work at times. You can also use a bunch of web moves by pressing triangle and a direction on the D-pad, or the left analog stick. There's spider gloves, impact webbing, a web shield, and a web trap. There's also a move called zipline, which makes you jump to the ceiling by pressing R1, and also a web target mode, which allows you to aim your web more accurately and recenter the camera, technically. I think this moveset is a pretty good representation of how Spider-Man should play. The problem that I have with it is more about how he controls. I don't know how to describe it, but I think the game uses something in between tank and analog controls. Like, you can turn kind of like it is with analog controls, but also it's a bit sluggish like with tank controls. You get what I'm saying?
Man, looks like the Fantastic Four aren't around right now.
This reminds me of that one time I fought a guy named Morlun for like 2 days straight and nobody even showed up. There's so many heroes and nobody to help when I'm having trouble. Thanks for nothing, I guess.
Hey!
Wait, I'm supposed to do the whole mission all over again? Shit, that's kind of brutal. It took me like 5 minutes to get here. I hope it doesn't become a problem later down the line. Foreshadowing. Anyway, we get rid of the bomb at the last second and...
Not this time, guys. Jonah, I have shot to the bank robber.
Parker, shut up and dial 911. Scorpion's here, and you have to...
I really am fond of how many villains and characters show up in this game. We've of course got the main cast like MJ, Black Cat, Venom, but there's also guys like Mysterio and the Lizard, which, yeah, I guess we are used to seeing them by now, but you gotta remember that at the time it wasn't common to have these street tier villains in anything outside of the source material. Some of these guys have their first in-game appearances starting here, which I think is pretty cool.
Leave him alone, Chuckles.
Butt out, webhead. Spider-Man? I asked for the police, and I get this?
This boss fight is extremely clunky. The game doesn't really have a combat system. I mean, sure, you can do some moves, but it's nothing complex, which sadly makes most of these boss fights incredibly annoying. Or easy. There's no in between. It doesn't help that the game gives you no information about the gameplay, besides telling you which button does what, and the manual doesn't tell you much either. This one was easy, but trust me, the next few were a pain in the ass to beat.
I don't know what you're trying to pull by saving my life, but it won't work.
Oh, you're just too clever for me, JJ.
There he is, officers! The man behind the Science Expo heist! Shoot him now! Shoot him!
JJ, you are out of the wheel! I mean it this time!
Hold it, Spider-Man. I don't want to believe that you pulled off the heist today, but I've got to make sure.
Daredevil, I haven't got time to explain.
Just tell me your side of it. I'll know if you're lying.
How am I supposed to know you're the real Daredevil?
What?
Listen, it's true. A Spider-Man made off with Octavius' new invention, but not the Spider-Man, not me. Somebody's framed me. Why? I don't know yet. And if New York's finest catch me, it may be too late.
Well, then you'd better get going. NYPD is coming fast.
That's it? You believe me?
I don't have to believe you. I know you aren't lying.
But how?
Let's just say you've got your superpowers, and I've got mine. I'll spread the word about your innocence. Not that it'll help with the cops. Good luck.
Since when have I had any? Uh-oh.
You know, I think this is one of the first games to have these kinds of guest appearances present throughout the game. Later in the story, the Human Torch, Captain America, and even Punisher make a cameo, which I think is cute. It's like those comics from the 60s or 80s where in random issues a character from a different story would make a guest appearance. It really helps make this world feel more vivid in my opinion. Plus it's just really cool. Again. If I were a kid at the time, my mind would have probably exploded from how cool this was, and I wouldn't have been able to shut up about it at school. Like at all. After meeting with Daredevil, we get chased by the police who do more damage than we could ever do. I mean, look at this. Jeez man, I know the city is fully covered in toxic gas and you are desperate, but can't you guys cool it down a bit? I saved the city, you know, like 100 times. Or more even.
Uh-oh, spider sense tingling. One more step and it's a load of web fluid sticking you to that wall.
Well, it's not the most romantic proposition I've ever had.
Black Cat? Oh, I'm so glad it's you.
Good to see you too, big boy, but you got a problem. Venom's got control of the Jumbotron in Times Square. He's been ranting for hours with a message for you.
Venom's ugly face on that big screen? Now that's scary.
That's not all. Rhino's on a rampage over at Omnitech as well.
What is this, the bad guy Olympics?
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity back bumper. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity back bumper. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumper. Bump to the bump to the bump.
I wish they made these cutscenes using 2D animation instead of 3D. They still look pretty good in a funny PS1 graphics way, but imagine all these scenes with Todd McFarlane's art style. Like the That would have looked so good. What is generally great is the voice acting. Everyone gives a perfect performance. I don't think there's a single one that I would consider bad. The best one has to be Venom, who is voiced by
Darian Norris.
It's absolute perfection. It also helps that he's pretty funny in here.
Here it is, the records room.
Surf the web, surf the web.
Shut up, Brock, we don't have time.
Parker, wait, could it be?
Could what?
Yes, we sense our other.
Who? Sense who?
Oh shit, it's Rhino. I didn't know what to do at first, but then I figured out that you're supposed to make him charge into those barrels and electric things. It was pretty easy and kind of boring, not gonna lie. Apparently there was supposed to be a different Rhino boss fight here, but the developers ran out of time, so they scrapped it. But hey, at least we got this.
It's Peter!
Peter! Gotta help me. They're not really paramedics.
Perfect. Perfect.
Carnage is in this? This is officially peak of the peaks, man. Like, you know, I would use that joke with Absolute Cinema, but I think it's pretty much dead. I'm still gonna put the image here though. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm old. I don't know what kids are into at the moment. Nowadays. The only thing that could make this even better would be a boss fight with the wheel.
Where could she be? Gotta find her! Got no choice.
Where, what a wuss! Hurry up, Parker!
Oh, we chasing Venom now? Okay, damn, shit, fuck, dog shit, ass, dick, fucking shit, them, fuck them. This stage sucks. It's not a bad idea on paper, but there's one huge issue. The camera. Oh my god, the camera. Because of it I can't see where the hell is he going, or where the hell am I going? I don't fucking know. It would be fine otherwise, but sadly this one thing ruins it for me. Also, in my opinion, this one section marks the change in the level design, and unfortunately it's not for the better. Anyway, after failing like 15 times this one section, we finally catch Venom and...
Where'd Spider-Wuss go? Spider-Wuss! Come out and play!
Tag!
This fight is hard. For starters, Venom has these really weird and punishing attacks, not to mention quick too. Like, you can't punch him normally even, you have to use the spider gloves or the web shot. Also, again, the camera is my biggest enemy in here. It's just too clunky for this type of fight where they can just disappear whenever they want. I eventually beat them after like 30 minutes, but damn, was this not fun. I really am not a fan of fights where the enemies can just make you stay on the ground for like 5 seconds with their attacks. It's really obnoxious.
Who is it?
Oh, shut up. This is pretty good though. You are chasing after Venom while having to stay on this train. Well, you are not really chasing him, more like trying to survive, but still, it's quite intense and fun to do. This next section I really am not fond of. The game doesn't tell you in any way how to progress, and you know, normally that's fine. I'm not a baby. Except it's not fine because one mistake here makes you go back to the beginning of the section. So, if you fall into the water by accident, which will happen once or twice due to not knowing the level structure, or where the hell you're supposed to go, or what you're supposed to do, you will have to repeat a whole ass 5-minute section all over again. It's not challenging, it's just annoying. After this we have another section which makes me want to chop my balls off. You're supposed to press all these switches and go down this hole. Pretty simple, right? Well, when you press the first switch, enemies start appearing suddenly and to no end. But I did not know that, because the game doesn't tell you. So, naturally, I thought, oh, okay, I should probably take them all out and then look around to see how to get to the later part of the stage. Wrong! What you're supposed to do is just let them be, press the switches and then go down. Why is it now that we are changing it? I mean, in the previous stages it was encouraged that unless it's a chase, you beat up all the bad guys in the area and then look around. Again, why are we changing it now? And a better question, why can't Spider-Man say something like, "Man, this is way too much, even for me," so I could get some kind of a hint on what not to do.
The lizard! I knew it!
Spider-Man! Venom has imprisoned me and has taken my lair. Now he's using my lizard man against you.
No.
He's also imprisoned that Parker woman.
Where is she?
Fun fact. Did you know that there was supposed to be a lizard boss fight, but it got scrapped due to time constraints? Well, now you know.
Help! Is anybody there? Help me!
Mary Jane!
Please!
Hey, you made it!
Venom!
I'd let you see your wifey poo, but she's in the bath right now. So, what do you say, Spunky? Let's finish this!
The second boss fight against Venom is better than the first, but still not all that great. It's again the camera that ruins it. It just can't keep up and it blocks itself way too often. Also, this may sound like a nitpick, but I think that Venom disappears too fast here.
By the by, Parker, how long can Mary Jane hold her breath?
I'm gonna drown!
With the camera being so slow and clunky, it's incredibly hard to hit him in time. Oh, and there's MJ's drowning meter, but I didn't really have any difficulty with it, so yeah, I just wanted to mention it, that it exists. Yeah.
Why, Venom? Why did you come back?
Oh, you should know, Spider-Man. The heist you pulled at the Science Expo. You're the bad guy this time.
You idiot! Think, Eddie. Think back to that day. I was with you, in the crowd. An imposter Spider-Man was on stage. He burned both of us, and now we've been played against each other.
You're right, Parker.
Mary Jane!
I've got you! You and your wife are innocent, Parker. Our bad.
Our bad? Our bad? I'm gonna kill you!
Peter Parker! Just get me out of here now!
Bummer. You're in the doghouse now, dude.
Coming, honey. So, we're partners, but only for now. After we bust those tech thieves, it's payback time for kidnapping my wife.
Jeez, one little mistake. We said we're sorry.
Yeah, whatever. Now, the imposter was a shapeshifter, so that means it was either Mysterio or the Chameleon.
Hey, Chameleon was our idea. We thought of that.
Tell me this, Einstein. Who could have wanted to steal Octavius' technology?
Ooh, we know!
Who?
The Submariner.
Submariner? Get serious, will you?
The mighty Thor.
Are you out of your mind? Don't answer that.
Galactus.
Forget it, Eddie. I need Jameson's help on this. We're going to the Bugle.
Jameson! We hate Jameson.
You bonehead. We're not going to see Jameson. We're going to use his computer database.
Ooh, are we gonna surf the web?
Let's just go, okay?
Insomniac Spider-Man wishes it had dialogue this good. This next stage is pretty fun in my opinion, even if I got my ass kicked by those symbiotes. It's kind of funny how I struggle against these more than I did with Rhino or Scorpion, which were piece easy.
Thanks, Spidey!
After saving the hostages, we get to this elevator section, which I gave my own made-up nickname for it. I call it the what the fuck do I do elevator. I mean, tell me, how the hell was I supposed to figure this on my own? Next section.
The printing press.
I don't know what to say. I mean, you're just looking for these generators and destroying them. Don't even try fighting the enemies here. Trying to fight one is pretty much a guaranteed death, no matter how good you are. The stage after that is more of the same, but it's more confusing on where you're supposed to go. And I'm just exhausted of dying and having to restart 5-minute stages from the beginning. By the way, I'm playing on normal difficulty. I'm not going to scream. I'm not mad. I'm just slightly irritated by this game. Yeah.
I gotta say, you look just like me. Except, you're more angry back alley than friendly neighborhood.
Oh, for decades I've wanted to shut that mouth of yours. Finally, that time is upon me.
At last, I will crush you once and for all!
The Mysterio boss fight is pretty hard, but it's easier and more forgiving compared to the Venom fights before that. It's kind of difficult to hit him with the web shot, because the hitboxes don't always work how they should, but it's nothing major. A good boss fight, but nothing special. Again with the generators?
How far down are we? Golden.
Oh my god. Seriously? I can't get out. I glitched through the floor. Like, how the hell did I go out of bounds? What the hell did I even do? Damn it, this is so repetitive, but again, it's the camera that's the issue here. It keeps fucking me up. You want me to go fast here, but how the hell am I supposed to do that when I can't see for the life of me? I can't see shit. What am I? Fucking Daredevil or something? The next stage we have to press switches to make this place stop releasing toxins into the city. It's so easy, I wouldn't even call this a stage.
Listen to me, whoever you are. No one can control the symbiotes. No one!
I need not control the symbiote, Spider-Man.
Doc Ock?
We will work as one. It is a new world. Humanity needs the skills that my technology will give them. Symbiosis is the only way.
I should have known a reformed Doc Ock was too good to be true.
A perfect world order. Those who cannot share my vision will be crushed by it.
Speaking of crushed, it's showtime, freaks. Ooh, I smell bad symbiote, and it ain't me.
Bring it on, Grandpa!
In the Doc Ock boss fight, you have to shoot these on panels whenever they appear. After doing that 3 to 4 times, his shield goes down and you can punch him a few times. And that's it really. This is probably the easiest boss fight in the game. His attacks barely do any damage, and there's also so many health pickups that it's pretty much impossible to die here. It's a good boss fight, but it kind of feels anticlimactic after how many times I had to die to get to this point. Speaking of anticlimactic...
Not end this way.
One down, one to go. Wonder how Venom's doing. Eddie, are you alright? Talk to me! Wake up, Brock.
Look out. Parker. Behind you.
What'd you say?
The Carnage boss fight is a joke. I don't even have to say anything. I will just show you.
The plan is doomed, Carnage.
The difficulty in this game is so crazy. You start off easy, slowly getting harder, but not too hard, and then halfway through it goes apeshit and starts doing whatever it wants. This chase sequence is amazing though. It's not really all that hard, it's actually quite easy, but it's really intense and kind of scary. I mean, look at this guy. I wonder how many kids had nightmares because of it.
Move it!
Oh no, Ock! After all that, it was the symbiote that saved Ock. You've gotta be kidding. Perfect end to a perfect day. Huh? What the?
It's a good thing Black Cat gave me a call, son.
Looks like just in time.
Hey, Spidey, can you get us Captain America's autograph?
Oh, brother.
Punisher, do you have any threes?
Go fish! So, nice of you to join us for once, Spidey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was out saving the world. Beating you guys at cards ought to be pretty easy.
Your spider sense won't save you here. Look who's talking, Daredevil. You've been looking at my cards all night. I don't need to look at your cards, Punisher. Your bluffs are so obvious.
Okay. Let's keep this a nice, friendly, clean game.
This is cute. Also, Venom wanting Captain America's autograph is pretty sweet too. After you beat the game, you unlock a bunch of cool stuff, like for example a model viewer with debut appearances listed in the descriptions, which is pretty cool. You can also view the comic book covers which you collected throughout the game. You can come back to the stages that you played. You can view the comic book covers made for this game and also storyboards, which, oh man, they look so good. I wish the whole game could look like those. There's also challenges like target practice, survival, stuff like that, which you can do if you want to get more costumes for Spider-Man. You can use all the costumes in the main game, and some even have advantages and disadvantages to them, which is also pretty cool. There's also a what if mode, which pretty much makes you play through the whole game, but some of the cutscenes are different. I really wish the whole game was as good as those extras. I think presentation wise, it's perfect. The voice acting, the graphics, the story, the writing, the characters, the music, and the amount of extra stuff they put in all make for an incredible game. It's just the game part that's a big problem. You can tell this thing was rushed. Neversoft definitely had a great vision of how a game about Spider-Man would look like, but sadly lack of time and experience in making 3D platformers hurt the project's overall quality. I think you should still play it if you get a chance to. I think it's really fun until the halfway mark, and the story is worth the struggle through those difficult stages. I really wish they would make some kind of remaster or remake of this game. There really isn't much that would need fixing. Just make some enemies easier to deal with, make the camera good, and add some kind of small hint to the areas that are confusing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I really like talking about these old 3D games where nobody really knew what they were doing at the time. I'm definitely going to someday make a video about the sequel made by Vicarious Visions, which was released only a year after this one, since nobody seems to really acknowledge it. So yeah, this is the end of the video. See ya. Peace.